let's walk through and just do a quick click through here and talk about each of these elements and define each of these elements so that you understand them a little bit more concretely. So we think of credibility as really being a two-part definition. And the first part of the definition is the degree of authority or expertise that's brought to a relationship. If you think about your professional relationships, all of you, no doubt, are experts in a variety of ways in your fields or your domains of knowledge. And you bring your experience, your resume, your training, your background, et cetera, to your relationships. And in all of those qualities, you bring a level of expertise that gives people confidence in you. But credibility is not just expertise. It's also the degree of integrity that you bring to a relationship. That is, are you trustworthy? Can somebody believe what you say because it's honest, because it's credible, because it's believable? And so to be fully credible, you have to be maximizing both of these elements of credibility: authority, expertise, and integrity. Reliability is really just the degree of follow-through that you bring to a relationship. And we usually think about these in terms of time and quality. Sometimes you can think about this also in terms of money, in terms of budget and so on, meeting a budget. But it's essentially the degree to which you do what you say you're going to do and the time that you're going to do it with the level of quality or finish that you committed to. So some of you sometimes will have deliverables and they will be first drafts. And so that's the expectation that you're going to be delivering a first draft by Wednesday at 5. In other cases, you're going to be delivering a finished product by Friday at 3. And so did you follow through to the degree that you committed to? And can the person who is going to be the recipient of that deliverable, or who's going to be your partner in meeting with you and collaborating with you, can they count on you to show up on time? And can they count on you to do the things that you say you're going to do? The third numerator element is relatability. And relatability is different from credibility and reliability in that this is really a reciprocal element. And this depends on the quality of the relationships that you're able to cultivate, and relies on the degree to which you're able to share yourself with your colleagues, your collaborators, your team members, et cetera, and the degree to which you can solicit successfully from them who they are. And so what matters here are things like, what's your biography? What's your family life like? What are your values? What are your priorities? What do you care about? What makes you you? What do you stand for? Learning these things about your colleagues, but also finding a way to share this about yourself with your colleagues is what relatability is all about. In the book, The Trusted Advisor, this term is called intimacy. And I'm going to call it, in a post-Me Too world, intimacy is a funny word to be using in professional settings. And so we found that it's a bit of a barrier sometimes when we talk about this framework. So we have substituted the word intimacy, which has a lot of really powerful and rich meanings, but we think that it creates a little bit more of a barrier than we would like to see. And then self-orientation. So self-orientation is the degree to which you organize around your own perspective or preferences versus those that you work with. So if you are somebody who insists on meeting in the mornings because you're a morning person and you're going to make everybody in your organization join you in the mornings to work, or if you prefer to always be on Zoom and never meet in person, or never do a phone call because you want to see people in video and you won't negotiate that, those would be examples of being self-oriented. And the degree to which you are self-oriented is going to determine, in large measure, how much trust is extended to you by your colleagues. The more self-oriented you are, the less trust. And self-orientation is really powerful. It's the most powerful of the 4 elements of trust because as the denominator, it divides up the numerator elements. And so if you have a high self-orientation number, you really can undermine all the good things that you're doing in terms of credibility, reliability, and relatability.